Hi guys, welcome back to another P3D version 5 video. We're starting kind of in the middle of things. As you can hear, GSX is already talking, but we're flying today Airwego and we're flying the iFly 727 MAX 8 and we are on our way to the Scandinavian Mountains Airport from Bergen in Norway. So that's going to be the Orbeck scenery in Scandinavian Mountains Airport, and here we have the old Aerosoft one. And I am about to start the left, or actually the first engine, because I think I started the second one. And now kind of perfectly timed, my dog wants me to let him out, so I'm just gonna check that we get this one up. And then I'll leave it at this. I'll be right back whilst the left engine is, or the number one engine is starting. Luckily I have a very short distance to the door, so it's in and out. But yeah, we're not doing a very long flight. I wasn't certain if I was going to record this, so I did all the kind of startup myself, and then I decided that hell, why not? Let's record it. And let me just check. Actually, are these going to change this barrow to 99? There's nothing too exciting about the weather. Looks like we'll have a tailwind for most of our flight. And we are going to be landing probably at runway 15. We're taking off from runway... actually, which one are we taking off from? We are taking off from 35. Yeah, so the one closer. I'll show you the journey here. And I'm just gonna check if I need to close anything. No, don't have anything that I need to. No Orbex or etc. taking up CPU power. But yeah, here you can see the flight, quite straightforward. The tailwind, it should be a very quick one. But we're still going up to 35,000 feet, so. Now let's see here, we wanna arm that. Do we have a flight plan activated actually? No, we do not. Now we do. We want to put this one as well on the legs one. I'm gonna put on the transponder. Don't think I did that earlier. And then what I'll do as well is put on the weather. Actually, we'll do terrain on this one. Weather radar on this one. Yeah. And then we'll do the air condition. We don't want the dual bleed. We want these pitot ones on, even though I think auto is sufficient. The generators. We can shut debut, runway, and taxi lights. And here everything else is set as it should be. I'm just quickly gonna check our viewpoints. This one is a bit off, unfortunately. Or let me see. Do I have... Yeah, I'm not... It's almost working as it should, but I'm getting a bit of... it's crossing on my other screen. Or the text, it's kind of... maybe something like this we can do it. Let's save this for the forward overhead. So now we have some good viewpoints. Okay, the taxiing will be quite short. We'll ask for taxi clearance, and then before we go, I'm just quickly gonna pause and get my dog inside.
Ground. Airwego 4003 ready to taxi.
This is basically his late night
Airwego 4003 taxi to runway 35.
walk. Okay, let's get the data
Taxi
in.
to runway tree 5 Airwego
We
4003.
don't need airport though. We're on the map, so that's good. And yeah, let's see. Projected takeoff. We'll set all of these. 5 the trim I've already set up. And good. We should then be ready. So oh, one thing we'll need to do is we'll need to remember to put on the boarding audio. So I'm gonna do that when I'm back. So I'm gonna pause quickly and see you in a second. Okay, there we go. And let's do the
Ladies and gentlemen,
safety. So I forgot about that. And then let's taxi to the runway. Let's put that on as well. Yaw dampener on. Yeah, everything else should be set. Did we get taxi clearance? Let's double check that. Yeah, we got the clearance. Okay, parking brakes released. Should be able to move with the use of idle thrust, but maybe we need a bit. Now we're moving. So yeah, this is a bit of an old scene. I think it's for P3D version. I'm not even sure if it's for version 4 or if it's only for version 3. I think it's version 4. Varian. So Varian X, that's the Varian X, yeah, version 4. So I got it at a sale a while back. Let's have a look at the satellite. Okay, it's stating that it's a bit of a broken cloud layer. I'm only worried about if we're gonna have any issues with... Yeah, look at this, overcast at 21. This might be a autoland landing. Okay, right and left is clear. Yeah, I hope we have an enjoyable flight today as well. Display source 2. Did I click anything? I don't think so, right? Okay, or maybe I... Doesn't matter, I don't think at least. Interesting. Kind of in terms of the terrain radar, what does it show? It's like blue and yellow stuff. I think it's easier when you have the green. Maybe the blue is like water, right? We have water pretty close by. So that could be it. Okay, and let's see, we wanna taxi down here and then turn right before we take off. And we have the pretty nice Airwego Norja livery. Kinda like it's this red. It reminds me a bit of a Norwegian. Not really, Norwegian had a nice nose. And unfortunately I have yet to find a virtual airline with a very kind of different livery. Most of them kind of have this you know, text in front, some color, and then the back is usually covered in the same, maybe with some variation. Not a criticism, but just an observation. Okay, we are now continuing our taxi, maybe a bit slow. We don't want to be too slow, then Norwegian will best us, or at least I would not be flying with an airline that's slow. Okay, anything we need to think of in particular about Scandinavian's airport? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's high up, it's around, I think it's 1,650 feet, so it's not low. it's also quite new. I think it's an unmanned airport as well. Not AI, but like there's someone at another place controlling. And yeah, I think that's
Airwego
about it.
4003 contact Flesland Tower on 122.1. Tower on 122.1. Airwego 4003.
I guess the key will be how the overcast etc. looks. What are we facing in that regard? So that will be interesting to see. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's get these on. You can either have them flashing, or I guess we can just keep them on. We'll do the same here with the strobe. And we'll have our co-pilot ask for takeoff clearance. We have learned from before, it doesn't work when we ask.
Tower, Airwego 4003 ready for departure.
Airwego 4003 winds are 059er at 3 knots. Runway tree 5 cleared for takeoff, squawk 5656.
Don't think we have anything.
Runway tree 5 cleared for takeoff. Squawking 5656 Airwego 4003.
Yeah, nothing for prepare for takeoff, but okay, that's fine.
Airwego 4003 negative. You are cleared to land on runway tree 5.
So many errors with this takeoff, but at least it worked. We got the clearance and then they wanted us to land. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Let me just check we have the right yeah, this one, yeah, Scandinavians Mountain, it's the same one on Pirate ATC. There used to be one in Strängnäs, I think, that had the same KO code, so yeah, I guess some of the systems can be confused. I know Luke Air Tool, or the Air Tool is confused. They think we're going to the Strängnäs one. Okay, let's line up. The funny part is that it's the weather is very correct. There's no snow. Let's see if that changes. But technically, yeah, there's no snow right now in at least the central parts of Sweden. So I assume that stretches into Norway as well. Okay, let's start to. Did we have a? There we go. N1 Toga. Okay, let's stay on the center line. We are on our way now. One thing I also removed was the, what's it called, the heads-up display, the HUD. Because you can have that, but I don't like that too much. At least not with my airlines. Rotate. Okay, let's see. We are getting airborne. Positive rate of climb. I wish they had some callouts. Let me check if I can find a script somewhere. Okay. Gear is coming up. Let's get on the. Let's trim a bit. But look at this beautiful bird. Here we have some military ships. Okay, that's pretty cool. Even though the wake looks a bit crazy, but not too bad. Do we have AI ships? We have that activated. I think we can keep it on because it won't be called. That's the one I call for carrier ops and stuff, but I'm a bit worried if it crashed the same, but let's try.
Airwego 4003.
Okay, we'll go to flaps 2. Did they give us any higher clearances? Nothing yet. Okay, we can go to flaps 0.
Radar
so
director
far so good.
Airwego 4003. Climbing to 6,000 feet.
Yeah, climbing to 6,000, that is correct. Let's remove the taxi and
Airwego
runway turn off.
4003,
We
this
can
is
go to
Flesland Radar
standard.
Director, go ahead.
Do we have a standard?
Airwego 4003, climb and maintain flight level 130.
130.
Climb and maintain flight level 130. Airwego
We can already
4003.
hit the autopilot, let the aircraft control itself.
Airwego 4003, contact Bodo Center on 118.55.
Get some
Center on 118.55.
some nice views.
Airwego 4003.
Let's get this. I think it's gonna be good enough. We're flying with land class, right? Because it's Norway with the Orbex.
Climbing to flight level 130.
That's pretty decent.
Airwego 4003, this is Bodo Center, go ahead.
The pilot ADC seems to be... Well, let's see if they give us more climb clearances. We're going up to 35, right? Or that's at least supposed to be our... Yeah, cruising altitude. Should be fine. Well, let's put it in already, even though we only have 13,000. They usually continue giving us higher clearances. They're pretty good at that. Can we see anything here in the front? No, but it looks very cool with the clouds kind of dissipating in front of us. What's that? Oh, it's a car. Interesting. So it kind of has somehow managed to render, which does happen unfortunately with these 2D clouds. Not the end of the world though. Okay, we're climbing. Slowly getting. But okay, looking pretty good. Let's go and check some pages that I would never check. And that's gonna be not the sim menu.
4003, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Not this one. Okay, we'll
Climb
do the
and
sim
maintain
menu.
flight level 210. Airwego 4003.
Let me actually see here. Maybe it's here. Panel style. So I don't think there's anything here, right? What did we get clearance to? Flight level 210. Okay, that's good. Don't think the A-cars works. No. Nothing there. So far it's been flying very nicely, so that's nice to see. I did do some tweaking based on Simmer's home with the clouds, etc., so that we could see it further away. And I think it looks pretty good. We don't get the white haze as much as we used to, and we can see clouds far away. Question is, of course, in terms of FPS, but this plane is pretty demanding in that regard, so far so good. The one thing I wanted to check was the sound systems on runway callout. Yeah, that's fine. Oh wait, let me check. Maybe other systems. Nah. In general, maybe. We only have the sound volumes here. And some other settings. Well, maybe this is the best we get. Autopilot behavior. I need to read the manual to see if some of these should be changed. It's always a bit hard. And when you're like me that likes to fly different things, try different ways of flying, you know, doing career or naval ops, carrier ops, and then going back to flying airlines, it can sometimes be hard to have time to really read the manuals that are available. Let's turn off the landing lights as well, and we can do the same with the seatbelt sign. So far so good, I would say. We have about 43 minutes to go. I think we got it working really nicely.
Climb and maintain
I mean,
flight level 290.
Look at the surroundings. You have a bit
Climb
of pace,
and
but
maintain
nothing
flight
too
level
bad.
290.
And we can see
Airwego
clouds
4003.
very far. So this actually looks much better now. I'm impressed with the Simmer's Home suggestion to go crazy on the visibility. It adds to the immersion. It's only the maximum, right? You can still have worse visibility. Depends ultimately on the day. We'll change back the weather radar and have terrain here. We'll change the range. Check what did they give us this time. 29,000 feet. Okay. We'll check the icing though. We did have some icing warnings, but on the benefit or on the positive end of things, I don't think it's gonna be that relevant. But let's see, there's nothing that high. It's all pretty low. We're talking, let me see, we're talking 14, no, not even 14,000, 6,000 feet. There we have around Sälen, where it's around 0 degrees. It's actually pretty warm at a lot of, I mean, if you go north of Bergen, actually, then it gets minus degrees. But then if you go to Sweden, you still have to go north of Sundsvall, Östersund, Sollefteå in order to get those minus degrees. It's very warm, actually. It's even up in Kiruna, it's only -5. So yeah, pretty nice weather. Yeah, but crazy seeing this far. Why haven't I tweaked this before? It really adds to the immersion flying with the 2D. I think I did this tweak before because I can remember putting the visibility up, but I think I must have changed at some point. And then maybe I tried to tweak the game. Forgot about it. I tried to improve FPS maybe, and that's why it never kind of worked, or I never put it back. Okay, top of descent is only in 100 nautical miles, so it's going to come up pretty fast. Let's check actually that compass has been registering everything. Yeah, so far so good. We can put that down. Anything else? Let's see, what's these? So that's texture. We can keep the... We can actually just do quickly already the planning. We're gonna assume it's gonna be ILS to runway 15. That means a minimum of 1809 with the normal category 1. And we'll do a normal one, I think. (1809). Oh. How the hell did I manage to oh, I must have pressed reset by mistake. Okay, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 8. Oh. Yeah, this is... It's a hard one. This is good because it's very fast, but that's the kind of the negative as well. 1809. Good. We have a ILS of course of 141 and ILS of 109.55. 109.55. Let's do it on both.
Airwego 4003 climb and maintain flight level 350. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
There we go. Course
Airwego
of 141.
4003.
And okay, now we can tweak it. 141. It should almost be runway 14, but okay. 15 maybe makes more sense. 141. Okay, everything else is looking coolio, so that's good. And here we can see a bit of snow, which I guess makes sense if it's -degrees here in Norway. But then it's probably a bit higher up as well. So these mountains areas that we get some snow. We won't get snow because we have the photoreal in Sweden, which I think, in contrast to the Finnish one I have, doesn't support snow. But I think they're working on, and I'm actually going to check that quickly before I take a break a bit from my, well, not stream, but my recording. I think he's working on, I don't think, let me see. Can't find. I think he has a Facebook, right? Where he usually posts his let me see. No. No news. Unfortunately, he's actually sick with skin cancer, which he has revealed on his Facebook. So, and I can really say that they are really good. His sceneries. This is page. They. I only have. Let me see, Sweden and Finland as of now. But I mean, look at some of these. They are at very cheap price, some of them. So definitely worth getting. It's basically true Earth everywhere. Or for me, it's basically I haven't had a reason to get it because I have the Matthias scenery for most of or all of Europe, etc. But I'm thinking almost if I should get this for Japan, because my Japan just wasn't that good. Here we can see per unit. I have some really pretty Japans. They look really nice, but it's so huge, the file size. That's the only thing that's keeping me. Don't touch any money, it's the file. I don't have anywhere to store them. But yeah, might treat myself with a new SSD after Christmas. Let's see. Okay, we're coming up on 35,000. We have prepared most things. There's nothing totally ordinary with the approach. Let's check if we got any sort of indication on what we're flying or not flying. Nothing as of yet. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna do an ILS one just because of the overcast. I want to make sure we can just do an odd land. I think you can maybe with RNAV. Can you do an odd land with RNAV? Maybe if that's like RMP, maybe that could be considered precision approach. Not sure. But I know with ILS for sure it will work. But yeah, look at how far we can see. That's it's crazy, right? One of the benefits with P3D, you just get the range. Been also thinking about getting a one for 900, the Intel, just because that's gonna be the best on the current generation, right? And then I would have to upgrade the Mobo and stuff. So I'm thinking if I'm gonna upgrade to that and then sell my old one on the Swedish equivalent of eBay, then it wouldn't be that expensive. But let's see. I would need a new cooler though, so that's the negative side of things. But yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna leave you guys with this view. Kind of like this one. Reminds me a lot of those GoPro YouTubers that are actually pilots that fly. And I'll be right back, just taking a bit of a break. and then I'll come and do the approach and landing. Or I guess the approach is mainly planned, it's mainly the landing. So see you very shortly.
Airwego 4003, you are off course. Turn right to heading 095 to return to course. Airwego 4003, expect the INBE-1S arrival with the INBE's transition for the ILS approach. Airwego 4003, resume navigation.
Resume navigation. Airwego 4003.
let's see where we're at. Okay, not yet at our top of descent. It's probably not far either. Okay, we have a bit of time. Okay, we got the INB1S arrival for the ILS approach. So, I think in that regard, the only thing we don't have is the last vector, this last transition. But we could do, I mean, it's the 8.5. I mean, basically it's gonna be the same. The only thing I do wonder is if they have a plan for the approach. And it does seem like they do have a vector plan, so we're not gonna put in any transition. But okay, at least we know that. Let's go back to the map. I'm gonna check what they said that we could do in terms of descent. We're still not on the top of descent, so we haven't gotten a descent clearance. It's not unheard of. But yeah, a tad bit odd maybe. But yeah, look at this, we're starting to get a bit of a clearer. Actually, no clouds here, but where we're landing there is clouds. We might be lucky, it might be a bit broken, but it might have to be an auto land. Let's check once we get closer. We're just gonna put that in, that looks reasonable. We'll power off on the EFB.
Airwego 4003, you are off course. Turn right to heading 0905 to return to course. Airwego 4003, resume navigation.
I have no clue how they...
Resume navigation.
Okay.
Airwego 4003.
Still no descent clearance. Come on. We need some...
Airwego 4003
there we go.
descend to cross India November Bravo Echo Sierra at or above flight level 180, then descend via the INBE 1 Sierra arrival with the INB's transition to cross KS 851 at or above 4,700 feet. QNH is 1005
Let's
from
get
Scandinavian
this one
Mountains Airport.
descending, come on. Okay, it's slowing down first.
We'll cross
Interesting.
India November Bravo Echo Sierra at or above flight level 180, then descend via the
We must be getting...
Airwego 4003, you are off course. Turn right to heading 0905 to return to course.
Why aren't we descending?
Airwego 4003, resume navigation.
We're not on flaps.
resume navigation.
Well, now we're descending.
Airwego 4003.
Albeit slowly. But okay, very good. We are getting there. I think I really need to do some X-plane flight. I don't know why, I just haven't felt like flying X-plane. Got a bunch of new aircrafts for it during the sales. Even got the Siva-ins, but Peter D still got me sufficiently happy. It's not perfect, but it's just... I think it's more fun to tinker with. I think that's the key thing. But yeah, the clouds in X-plane look amazing. But I did see a guy that was talking on Discord with Adam Pestridge and some other people, and there was this fella who played Microsoft Flight Sim 24 with, I think it was the Rex Atmospherics or something like that. I think it was Jacko or something who was showcasing it, and it just looked really good actually. I was very surprised. I think the atmospherics really, because I always kind of liked how the clouds looked in Microsoft. I preferred the X-plane ones, but then with this atmospherics you really got like the best of it. I don't think I've ever seen anything as realistic as that. That just looked wow. A very interesting pattern here. It's not often you see like what what is this? What the hell? I don't think I've ever seen anything of this sort in P3D. What the hell? This must be the ugliest. This is as bad as the volumetric ones. I mean, I can't complain about the volumetric ones if I'm getting the same pattern with. It's even though it's breaking up a bit, but goddamn, that was waffle. Waffle in 2D. Hot tomato. Okay, let's switch actually back to terrain now. We're not gonna have any bad weather anyway. I doubt it, at least. We have 5.4 in fuel left. Our alternate is ENBR, and that is, let me see how far away it is. ENBR, wait, let me, ENBR is, oh yeah, sorry, ENBR, that's Trondheim. That's 267 kilometers. Bergen was 432. We'll probably make it to Trondheim, but we have a very small fuel load. I mean, we'll be in our reserve fuels at 1,800. Not sure how we could even go to our alternate. That would go into our reserves. We need to add more fuels to our flight. Because this one is saying trip fuel, that's 4,000. Okay, continue 3%. That's 118. Then we have our alternate. That's an additional 3,000. Then we have the final reserve. That's 1,800. But that just feels. Final reserve plus our alternate should be 4,900. Well, okay, maybe that's sufficient. But if you're doing like trying to land and then you have to do a missed approach and then you try to land again, you're gonna eat into your alternate like crazy amount. So not sure how good SimBrief is at that. Could be since I don't have the paid version. We might get a bit worse flight plans, but that's the only thing I can think of. Okay, let's see. Rovpa, that's looking fine. I think we're okay. Yeah, no deviations. That's good news. Let's see if we get any vectoring. Okay, slowly descending. Let me see, airlines news. Do we have any interesting Indigo chaos? Nothing too interesting though. Simple flying. Some plane took off with the incorrect load sheet. Okay, interesting. They managed to fix that though. This was an interesting article. Low-cost airlines poised for Ukraine return as peace deal nears. That's very optimistic. Anything else? Yeah, nothing that interesting in terms of airlines. Okay, Spirit cancels planned pilot furloughs. Maybe it's going better. They're also lowering the number of captains downgraded to first officers from 170 to 25. That's pretty good. They slashed pay by 8% and decreased by decreased 401k contributions. Okay.
Control on 118.0.
But it hasn't been approved yet.
Control on 118.0.
Riley
Airwego
Durham is getting a new terminal
4003.
too. That's the only bad part with, you know, buying payware airports. Then they get a new terminal and then it's outdated. Okay, about 10 minutes to go. This is really just kind of at the border between Sweden and Norway. You can see it here with the photoreel and land class clashing a bit.
The INBE 1S arrival with the INBI's transition to 4,700 feet.
Airwego 4003, this is Marmo Control, go ahead.
Did they tell us anything about altimeter QNH 105, 1005? That's what they gave us. Let's put that so we are ready to switch from standard to that. Fuel, we're at 5.2. We won't even have 4.9. We'll have less, but I can't believe it with the winds that we've been having. Maybe it's not been that good. Oh well. But yeah, here you can really see the superiority of photoreel versus land class. However, with the disclaimer that actually land class might be showing it better in the sense that it actually can show snow, it can show different seasons, so it's a bit of give and take. Not always perfect, in other words. But yeah, maybe that could be a thing. Ditching Orbex Norway and maybe get that from. But that's gonna be an 80 gigabyte, so I need to really check that. But that could be Norway and then Germany perhaps. I'm not sure it's worth it. It's always a bit hard when you're trying to figure out what investment is worth making. There's other places, other airports I want to get. Aircrafts, right? And if I'm gonna upgrade to the 14900, that's gonna take a big chunk of the budget. Looks like we have fog. That's lovely. Or actually not lovely. It's gonna complicate this, and I think we need to be prepared for an auto land. I don't like doing auto lands because it feels like you've done this flight. The cherry on top is, you know, doing the manual landing. You feel proud. You executed it correctly, you got a good landing rate, but yeah, at some points it's just not worth it because it's gonna end badly. And that's why we have the auto land capability. Let me check actually one thing. Can we perform auto land with ILS Cat 1? Yeah, that's the question, right? Could you do an auto land with a category 1, or should we actually look for a category 2? Is there only... oh, here is this category 2, category 3B approved. You can even do that. Crazy though how they work.
Airwego
I mean, we'll probably see the
4003, you are
airport.
7 nautical miles southwest of the airport. QNH is 1005, after Kilo
1005.
Sierra 701, cleared for the ILS approach to runway 15 at Scandinavian Mountains Airport.
Okay, we got clearance kind of directly. We'll do it like this. It makes the most
QNH
sense.
is 1005.
We
After
wanna
Kilo
be
Sierra
at
701,
4,700.
cleared for the ILS approach to runway 15 at Scandinavian Mountains Airport, Airwego 4003.
We're also gonna remove the barrow setting. We might need... I mean, we can be at 4,700, so maybe it will be fine, but it will be a bit tight. I think we might want to do the flashing light. I think it's gonna just be much clearer. Not sure. Let's do maybe the on. Let's turn all of these on as well. I'm not sure actually what the procedures are, so that's why I'm being a bit cautious. We can do logo light as well, probably. Might as well. Can't see it hurting. And let's, once we pass this one, what's the glide path? It's a 3-degree glide path, okay, so pretty normal. Descent gradient 5.2. Missed approach, climb straight ahead to 5,200, turn left 210 knots, do a light and join holding, okay. I feel like we're maybe going a bit too fast. Now actually the fuel is looking okay, it's at 5, so we'll be around 4.9 actually for the landing. So that's good. Is it gonna be raining though? That's maybe something just to... no precipitation. Do we have like a nice viewpoint from the back? We had that. We have that one, we can keep that one I think. Can you already activate 2? Yeah, okay. Let's keep it on 1. Let's zoom in to 2.5. Let's check our recording, it's all looking good. 2.5. We're turning, we're very fast though. I'm gonna add a bit of speed brake. I'm also gonna do... why are we so fast? We wanna be at 180. Are we at all gonna be slowing down?
4003 QNH is 1005.
Let's
At
activate
Scandinavian
the
Mountains Airport, contact Salem Tower on
approach setting.
124.45.
Okay, it's looking fine, but we're fast. We're really fast.
QNH is 1005. Tower on 124.45. Airwego 4003.
Okay, it looks pretty fine. We have visibilities. Maybe it's not that bad. What are they reporting
Tower
in terms
Airwego
of
4003.
yeah, it
Inbound
looks
for
pretty
ILS
okay.
approach runway 15.
Even though we have an overcast at 300 feet.
Airwego
Could be fine. Let's
4003.
see.
Good afternoon. Continue ILS to runway
Okay.
15. Call
Let's
when
add
established
flaps
on
1, flaps 2.
Continue ILS runway 15. Will call when established on final Airwego 4003.
Let's see, are we going to flaps 5? Let's add also, yeah, now we're losing the visibility. Let's drop the gear. We're on flaps 5. Let's continue. Let's arm the speed brake. Going flaps 10. Come on. What are we waiting for? One thing we forgot totally was the clock. Let's put it on just for the sake of it. Where does it show?
2500.
Somewhere. Okay, let's try to go to flaps 15. Oh, sorry, we need to put the speed in. What was the speed? That was supposed to be 130. Okay, let's see. We're still doing okay-ish. We're gonna go flaps full. Come on. That's gonna be close to flap over speed. Okay, so far so good. Okay, flaps full selected. I mean, the visibility looks pretty good. Maybe we could do this manually. I mean, it doesn't look like we're not gonna be seeing anything at all. That could of course change. But we have pretty good visibility here. I forgot to put on the seatbelt sign. Bit of a bummer. Maybe we can say that we're descending. Okay. Okay, now we're losing, it feels, a bit of the visibility again. Oh, we're very close to the airport now, but I can't see anything. This is, or I mean, I can see the forest, but I can't see the runway. I'm pretty sure it's there. I think I'm seeing some lights. Come on.
1000.
Okay, let's get the view back. There we go. I think we're seeing the airport.
Airwego
Let's do this
4003
manually.
winds are 105 at 3 knots.
Because I can see the airport.
Cleared to land runway
Sorry
15.
about that, autopilot. I could have done a
Cleared to land runway
autopilot one,
15.
but we're not.
Airwego 4003.
Because it's always much more fun to manually do this. Ah, okay. We could have actually flown this one manually all the way to the kind of to the ground, or until we saw the airport. But it's a bit safer to do the autopilot when you're uncertain. Okay, 300, we got landing clearance, that was good. Continue, 200. Glide slope, are we below it? That's interesting. 100. Okay.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, maybe a bit of a bounce. There we go. Adding that thrust reversers. Looking pretty good. 60 knots, disengaging thrust reversers. I think we can disengage most things. We're gonna stop. We don't wanna stop too early. Might as well let this one roll a bit. Did we disengage? There we go. Maybe we can get a bit to the center line. So this airport is not that busy during the summer, but it gets really busy during the winter. Actually, in that sense, I'm pretty happy with the land class because you know you saw the winter, and since we were coming in from Norway, there wasn't really anything green, so that was pretty dope. Okay, now let's turn here. It's a very interesting looking airport. Kind of boring in a way. As you can see, it doesn't really have
Airwego 4003,
anything.
there is no ground control at this
Yeah,
airport.
no ground control.
Let us
Scandinavian
know if
Mountains
you need
Airport.
taxi instructions.
Maybe we can do the second. Let me see. Gate 2. Request follow me. Probably not necessary to have a follow me. Okay, let me see. A marshaller has been dispatched. That makes sense. We can turn off the landing lights. Same with the strobe. Low oil pressure. Ah, it's fine. We managed to land. That's all that matters. But yeah, as you can see, very basic. I haven't flown here a lot because it's not the nicest airport to kind of fly to, just because it is so basic. But it's an interesting, you know, it's interesting in its kind of basicness. Because I'm gonna assume it's cargo stuff, and maybe these are for, you know, plane hangars. And then I guess you will have a lot of traffic during the winter times here. I think the Kiruna one that Orbix has done is really nice looking. This one is of course nice looking. You have people, etc. But it's just such a boring airport. And Orbix can't change that, right? That's just a fact. I think the main thing is how flat the building is, just like this. It looks like a warehouse turned into a bit of a terminal. Well, maybe that's the idea, right? Okay, let's change so we don't get dual bleeds. Or dual bleed. Let's turn here to our parking spot. We're doing number 2. I must say I really like the 737 in terms of, you know, because I've flown on it so many times in real life, so it always feels very kind of immersive to fly it. Specifically the NGXU by PMDG, but also the iFly. And of course the SIBO and the Level Up as well, but I do prefer flying in P3D, so these will get my... Or the iFly and the PMDG will get some extra points. Okay, is he telling us anything when we should stop? How soon I have to stop myself? I'm sorry, ma'am, but we're not going further than this. There we go. We have the parking brake set. We'll shut the engines. And I'm actually gonna put everything on. I'm just gonna check that we get the PyRep submitted. Landing rate of 55, so that was pretty good. I'll give myself that. Victorio. Let's submit the PyRep because we closed or we shut down both engines. That's always a great feeling to submit it. We'll exit Compass. This is what I like about flying virtual airlines. You fly these weird routes and or different routes, right? Than you would otherwise fly. I would never be like, oh, I want to fly Bergen to Scandinavian Mountains Airport. That would not be on my to-do list. But it's a lot of fun to do. Let's get flaps full. We'll arm the speed brake. The only reason I'm doing this is for the replay. It's gonna look a bit better. I'm also gonna close pilot to ADC. Then we'll check Luke Air Tool quickly. The landing rate was crazy different than that one. I'm saying 500. But that can't have been in any world. Yes, we'll close. I mean, it doesn't matter for Airwego anyway, but yeah, sometimes there's a discrepancy. But look at this beautiful bra, the Avro RJ. Didn't we have another one? No, it's only one. And then a nice, is it Bombardier maybe? Right? Not a Gulfstream, I think a Bombardier. So yeah, I guess a lot of rich people maybe have some cabins here and go.
On runway.
We want to go further back, 460 maybe. But yeah, here when you're this low, I really like land class in the sense that it just, I mean, it's not too crispy though. You can see the, okay, but it's been loading in, but it's still crispier than most photoreal. Here you can see some, and I'm gonna assume this is the photoreal fighting a bit with the land class. Or maybe the land class doesn't cover this area, so that's why we get this weird. And here's the Norway-Sweden border. But okay, not a biggie, to be honest. And I do kind of like the fact that we get the winter, at least around the airport for the landing. It makes it more immersive. I would say the main takeaway I take from this approach is, you know, try to do the center line. I kind of fail here. I go too much to the left. I don't think I went too low. Here I felt like I was a bit too low, but it was salvageable. But that did increase the risk of floating, right?
50,
40.
20.
Well, maybe it wasn't too off the center line, to be honest. Okay, and there we hit it the first time. We flared way too much though. That could have been a tail strike if you know, some other parameter would have gone off. Hey, we can see the thrust reversers. That's cool. But okay, no speed brakes. So most things were showing in the replay, but not the speed brakes. But yeah, quite interesting. But yeah, God, zoning out completely. But yeah, quite an interesting approach and airport. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Let's see what I'll fly next. I think it might be Walker Air or Metro that's next on my monthly to-do list. I've also been thinking about doing some more carrier ops, so let's see. Those are quite fun. I got the Rasbam Corsair, for example. One big disclaimer, it's Control E to start the engines on that one, but everything else is very nicely modeled. So it's a bit weird why that one, but it's an old add-on. And I got the Crusader one also from the RFN website, really nice as well. So quite a lot of options with doing the carrier ops. So let's see what I'll do next. I also want to do the classics, right? That's big on my list, flying the B314 or, you know, doing a bit of a longer flight. Just never have time. Was, you know, building stuff this weekend at home, and then the in-laws came over, so hard to find time. But oh well, c'est la vie. But yeah, like I said, comments, questions, feel free to leave them down below. And otherwise, have a good rest of the day. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel. And yeah, until next time, bye bye.